Welcome back. Episode 3, already canceled. Today we're going to talk about the new Rupes cordless joint. We're going to talk about some Google review beggars. And we're also going to talk about business card etiquette. So stick around, it's going to be a good one. Started with your initial reaction, usually when you have a first client or a potential client. What's that? The impression that they get from you. How do you normally exchange information? How do you do it, Sal? What do you think is the best way? What do you do? How do you?
I will have to say verbal communication. Verbal communication is the way to go.
Yes.
That's the initial meeting of the potential client.
You guys let us know as detailers, how do you guys get to that client? How do you reach that client, and how do you make sure that client reaches you on first impression? We're talking in person. Are you leaving something behind? Do you give them a flyer? Do you give them a business card? Do you have one of those, one of the digital business cards? Like, what are you guys using out there? What's working for you? Because there's a lot of different opinions out there these days. We're kind of coming of age. It's a different
technology. Computer technology.
Yeah, it's all stepping in. So where do, say business cards still fit in?
I think it's not a pastime yet. Not even close, I don't think.
Yeah, but there's something about a business card, especially if that business card is legit.
Yes.
If it's nice, if it's done right.
Right.
It can be a very, very effective tool. But some people seem to feel, otherwise about the subject. So
let's get into what they think.
Let's get into this first one.
What's up, guys? This is Alex with Awesome Detail, and in this video, I really quickly just want to go over why I personally wouldn't recommend making business cards for your business. So check it out. When I started mobile detailing, this is my mindset. I thought business cards are a waste of time and a little bit of money. They're not expensive, so it's not really a waste of money. But when somebody pulls up and they say, "Hey, what are your prices? What do you charge?" And then I'll be like, "Well, what do you need?" And they'll be like, "I just needed a regular wash." And then you tell them, "Okay, so my regular washers, they start at about $85 with a 10.25% service charge." And then they go, "Oh, okay, regular wash. Do you have a business card?" Now, at that point, right there, that means one of two things. It means they're either interested, but more, usually that pretty much means, when they say, "Hey, you have a business card?" To me, that means, right away especially, it means that they're not interested. I mean, it means they might be interested, could be, but usually means that they're not. It's when they cut straight to the business card thing, it's like a polite way to actually leave the conversation without offending you. And if they really wanted your service, they would just take your number down on their phone. They would give you their number so you can contact them. You know what I mean? So a business card doesn't mean that they want your services. A business card means, especially after you say, "Hey, my price is this," after they ask you for the price, and they say, "Oh, okay, cool, do you have a business card?" Boom, you hand them a business card, and they say, "Okay, thank you," and they drive away. They're never going to call you. They're never going to call you. I hate to break it to you, but they're not going to call you. They might, and hopefully they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to give you false hope, but it's just the reality of it. I've done it. You've done it. Everybody.
Okay.
We got to break this one down.
We're going in deep on this one. So first of all, I have never ever taken a client's number. Like how he said, "I'll take your number," and put that just normally doesn't. There's a way of doing things, etiquette wise. There's a way of doing things in giving an introduction when it comes to, a business relationship or even just basic etiquette. Having a business card it helps. It's capture, it's exposure. There's a lot of advantages of a business card. What do you have on your mind, initial thoughts?
Definitely, we ask for someone's number. It's a lot more intimate.
Oh yeah.
Let me get your number.
Yeah, you're a little bit intrusive when you start kind of wanting to get information for them. They're reaching out to you. You're a public business. You are open to the public. You know what I mean? If you're on Google, you should be legit. You should have insurance. They're assuming they're going somewhere. It's not, for a service. I don't go places, and if I'm interested, they're like, "Hey, no, you need to do this and you need to do that. I don't have business cards." I'm like, "You're putting so much work on me already." It's like, okay, well, I guess you're not the one for me, because if you can't do something as simple as give me a business card.
We don't got nothing in common. we could stop right there.
Yeah, and from the get-go, he says there's one or two. They want to do it for one or two reasons, right? They want to do it because they're genuinely interested.
Yes.
Or it's a polite way to break away. I get that it's a polite way to break away. If we were to break down the numbers, and we don't have this data because it's almost impossible to track. Well, not impossible to track, but we would still have to survey every client that reaches out to us. Where did you reach out by business card? Did you reach out by internet?
Well, yeah, all the businesses that we work for, and they say, throw me some business cards, and they call you, say, "I got your number from so-and-so." That's usually the business card.
Yes.
Right?
So in that instance, you would have to have somebody else, a third party out there, literally giving someone your number, or collecting numbers for
When you get your number, I'll give it to details, and they'll call you back.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
That just doesn't sit right with most people. It's just very odd way of thinking, and it's not an effective way to do business or to market yourself.
What he say? He says one or two ways they're gonna call you back, or it's a polite way of not calling you back. I'll tell you what, you don't have a business card, they're for sure not calling you back.
You just eliminated number two.
The whole point of this is not to get leads.
Yeah.
You just totally wiped out.
Yeah, you went from a 50-50 chance to a 0 chance. You went from like 50% capture potential to 0 capture potential when you don't have business cards in that scenario. So this is why it's so important where you get your information from. Very like this guy is out here really trying to teach people that business cards are not working for him.
And even if it's his opinion, that opinion probably shouldn't matter because it depends on what your clients think.
Yes.
You like In-N-Out.
Say In-N-Out Burger. Say they have somebody in the chief executive position who's just kind of like, I don't like cheese.
God, cheese.
Yeah, no more cheese. We're not doing no more cheese. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a good business decision. That's based off of your opinion, your beliefs, your emotion, and your experience. Everybody's experience is different. For us, I can tell you right now, when somebody grabs our business card, through our schooling and training, we even show you proper business card etiquette, whether that's handoff, communication, information capture, things on that spot, even negotiating, even how to lock that client in at the time they're asking and inquiring about a business card. All of those things come into play from that initial interaction. And if you have an impactful business card, it's going to go a very, very long way. There's business cards that I've received from people that I just save because they're just so nice.
And on the other hand, there's cards that I throw away.
Yes.
Because in that case, my man's right. You got a jacked up business card. Well, I guess that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
There's some business cards that I just.
Yeah. Like, okay, I see what you're doing. Or you're giving me an impression. I see what you're doing. I get it. You know what I mean? So I understand where somebody like him can come from. But also, if he's having issues like that, he needs to identify his opportunities. It's more than business cards is what I'm trying to say. If this is his issue with the business card, that people are that it's a polite way to break away, and now he's like, I don't want to burst your bubble, but maybe that's just how it's working for you, Playboy, because there's some things you ain't doing right.
Remember that one time that guy caught you slipping without a business card?
Oh yeah.
He just said, hey.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Don't you ever come out here with no business cards. Like, how am I supposed to get your information? He put it on you, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I was walking in Oakland and I was getting my business off the ground. I was coming from one job and there was a guy doing his thing and he's sitting in a van on his break and it's him and his boys and he's walking by and he sees my shirt. He goes, hey, man, you got a card? And I didn't have any on me and I didn't even have any in my truck at the time. And I said, oh, man, I don't have any right now. He goes, what? He's like, you tell me you're out here trying to get this money, but you don't have no car. He's like, what if I wanted to call you right now? He's like, I got 3 cars at the house.
Let me get your number. Let me get your number.
Yeah.
Write down your number on my phone.
Yeah. So it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. This whole...
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
Yes. Like, you're not doing yourself any good. Again, there's always that chance. There's always... Everything in business is a gamble. Advertising is a gamble. Getting business cards printed and paying for them, that's a gamble. This and that is a gamble. I get it, but you're killing any opportunity that you had for a capture, for conversion, because you don't have anything to give. And not everybody's going to give up their phone so you can put your phone in, your number in it, or vice versa, or say, here's your phone, plug your information into my phone.
Right.
That's, come on now. Like,
let's try and take someone home.
Yeah.
So you're saying if you were worried about money, you're not willing to pay $50 so that you could get one lead from that, or book one client from that business card. One detail would take care of.
Yeah. Well, he said the washes were 85 plus
so
a 10.25
you do that
service charge. That's a whole nother. Yeah, no, we're gonna have you on some more videos. About that.
What's
All City Detail. Yeah. So
shout out to All City, man. If that's working for you, I'd like to know how that works.
Yes, I want to see how that's working for you. But I think he's just getting information from the wrong source, and then he's passing this terrible information on to another audience, which is us. So I think he's taking some tips from this cat. Let's check it. We found another video on here, kind of the same philosophy. But let me know what you guys think.
Video number 2.
Here's why business cards suck. When you hand somebody a business card, you're crossing your fingers and hoping that they call you back. Instead of asking for the business card, ask for their phone and punch your number in. Text yourself immediately from their phone, and then you reply, "Hey, this is Byron. I'm going to talk to you soon." Your responsibility is not the card's one.
All right, so my man's telling you.
This man's in sales somewhere. This man's selling vacuums somewhere.
Aggressive sales. Aggressive sales. And you read the comments on this video, and people are like, I would never do business with somebody that pushy. Like that is, now you're like invading my privacy. If he's talking like this intense, and like he's done it before. Like he like you see this guy's face, it's not something new to him. He you know when they say people have no shame, and there's people that are just like ruthless salesmen, that's him. He's playing a numbers game. He may not necessarily be good at what he's doing, but he's so pushy and so aggressive.
He's going to get something.
He will get those weak people who just can't say no. Yeah. That's a good way to get slapped. Trying to grab somebody's phone and entering your stuff in it, and then messaging you from that phone, yourself from that phone. It's like, okay, like you got to be.
That's too much.
Yes,
that's too much, man. What would you say the average age our clientele is? What would be the minimum age?
The minimum? Maybe like 30?
I'll say 40.
40?
40 and above, at least.
Yeah, I would actually,
40
yes.
and above.
Now that I think about it, there's not, most of the people that are a lot younger, they're just not there money-wise.
Money-wise. Yeah, I ain't saying there's young cats out there balling.
They probably have money, but even if, like, we had money that age, in our 20s, we were making good money, but we weren't spending it on it. We were spending on dumb, stupid stuff. You know how that goes. But we were not taking care of our cars like that.
No.
Our cars weren't nasty and dirty and stuff, but if someone told me, oh, you pay $600 to get my car detail, I'm be like, you're tripping. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. $600, we're gonna go out. We're going down.
Yes, yeah. So
I guess that's one thing people overlook, like what your clientele is.
Yeah.
If it's 40 and over, we're among that age. The technology is there, but we still do things.
Yeah.
The older way, right? Like maybe in another 20 years when, when we're older and the guys that are younger or more established now.
Yeah, it's for us, we do things on a more personal level. So we usually lock in, if you're nice with it, you should be locking in those on the spot when they're asking for your number. Like today, we did a gift card redemption, which in theory, it's not fun going home at the end of the day this is the only time we go home with no money if we have a gift card redemption. But during this gift card redemption,
we locked in something.
Yes. You know what I mean? They're getting rid of a truck. So we've already done their boat. We've done their weekend vehicle. Now we did their mother's car that they purchased a gift card for last year. It was about to expire. So we did their car, but now we locked in another vehicle of theirs. So it's going to keep catching up. And not to mention last year when they purchased the gift card in December, that gift card held us down
Right.
and got us paid when we took almost a month off. You know what I mean? So even though we have the days where we have to go in, but it's like, yo, I get it. We don't really want, but we put the same effort into it because we understand to get in front of a client, and that's always an opportunity for capture and a sale.
And you know what we left them when we were done? Some business cards.
Yes, we sure did. We sure did. So yeah, let us know what you guys do. Are you guys for the business cards? Do you guys not like the business cards? Are you guys going the digital route? Do you push the Instagram? Like, what do you guys do? Because also on your business card, you can include all that. Yeah, we have QR codes. We have, we have everything. We have pretty much have every means of getting a hold of us on our business card, except for email.
Right.
I don't do that because I get bombarded by emails all the time, and we have 2 separate emails. I don't want to. That's just too much. And Sal has his own cards and I have my own cards. So he has a number, I have a number. So we're able to track who's converting, who's speaking to the clients more, who's face on face, there's certain clients that Sal is better with. They just connect better with. There's some clients that I just connect better with. So, but yeah, without a business card, you're literally giving yourself, unless you're going to do what these fellas are saying, plug in your phone number or plug their phone number and vice versa into a phone or somebody's mobile device. Unless you're doing that, which a lot of people probably aren't going to let you do, or they're going to be uncomfortable letting you do, then without that, you're literally not giving yourself a way to get a hold of.
Where'd you find this man?
I don't even know, man. He just popped up.
Next.
Yes.
Next.
So like Sal said, we left our business cards after the service. A lot of guys leave a whole bunch of other stuff after the service. They may leave, a little cheap microfiber towel. And it's never a quality microfiber towel. You notice that they leave like the cheapest microfiber towels. It's like, why are you going to do that? Like, come on now.
It's the thought that counts.
I guess they leave the little mints. You know what I mean? They put the mint on the little gum. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's give them some gum so that gets on the carpet. I don't know, whatever. They just put crazy stuff on. You know what I mean? Some of them put little, I've seen little origami things that they make out of the business cards. You know what I mean? They do the little folds, which is cool. You know what I mean? Some people really like that. I've even seen, they got the little bags. They get the little cheap bags and they put it on the blinker hanging down with like the stuff inside, like an air freshener or whatever. Yeah. I get it. You know what I mean? It's customer service. And there's all different levels of customer service depending on your personal brand and your business. All of that can be done however you want. So along with a lot of these little gifts and goodies or complimentary items that they're leaving behind, people are also starting to leave survey cards and for them to leave reviews. So guys, the whole Google review culture, understand by you asking, it looks a little sad.
Thirsty.
Yes. It looks a little pathetic, and you know what I mean? If you're doing a great job, delivering great service with great outcomes, your client's they'll voluntarily do that. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be said. It doesn't have to be asked for. It doesn't need to, it's like a waiter coming to your table and saying, am I doing a good job?
Right.
Did I do a good job? You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. We live in this culture now where, people aren't experiencing things all the time and they want to know prior to spending their money, is this person legit? Is this, we don't operate like that. Everything is word of mouth. Everything is referral based. But for those that live in a larger city, this is going to help you out. The reviews, obviously that's probably going to drive your business. Also, if your business is, if you have a if you have clientele also where they're just kind of rolling the dice and just looking for detailers that need something that day, you're within their price point, that stuff works too. There's nothing against Google reviews that I have. It's just the way I'm seeing guys approach it. It's looking real sad, kind of pathetic, So Wagstaff Detailing here was with another detailer. I think he gave probably the best answer to this whole Google review thing that I've ever heard. So let's check it out.
Tell us a little bit about how many reviews you have.
So for us,
Shells Mobile Detail, we have, I think, about 200 or a little over 200 reviews. We do try hard to work for them. We try not to ask, we try to earn them. You know.
Okay, hear that? We try not to ask, we try to earn them. That's what you should be doing. The reviews are not there for you. The reviews are there for the client to leave. So you leave that in their hands. That's not for, you know what I mean? It's not a prerequisite. It's not a part of the service that you have to. Now, I see guys being so pushy where it's almost like they have to leave a review.
We'll take $50 off if you leave a 5-star review.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on too, which is cool, but you do have to understand at some point, we're probably going to see we're probably going to see the same pattern that we've seen with other rating systems in the past. You know, for instance, Yelp. You know, Yelp was basically a place where you could go to get good, informative information about any business that's local to you, you know, or even out of state if you're coming, you know, I still use Yelp. I use Yelp for the pictures. I don't use it based on the reviews because what does it become? It's become a haven for people that nag and just complain about stuff. So trust me, there's people out there on Google that do the same thing. They're just going to nag and review about things that they don't like.
People paying a lot of money for that stuff.
Yeah. So you got to understand that there's, you know, it's not always a reflection of your success, these Google reviews, and the Google reviews don't make or break your business, you know. So flexing that you got all these Google reviews, it doesn't mean you're a good detailer. It doesn't mean that you do business well.
You can still suck.
Yes, you're just good at selling Google reviews, you know. So, and if that helps you generate business, whatever, it's part of business. You're doing good at something. Something's doing well. On the subject of critiquing and reviews, you know, everybody's talking about the new Rupes system that dropped at SEMA. You know, they got the 15 and the 21 DA cordless.
Cordless, baby.
We're going to have both of joints. But I don't even need to try them because we already have the 3-inch. We're happy with it. It's convenient. It saves us time. For us, that's already a big bonus. Even if it doesn't perform as well as the other ones, I'll still take it. As long as it doesn't perform like that Milwaukee, I can't do that. You might as well be hand polishing with that. But for the most part, you know what I mean? You got the cheap detailers already complaining about it. Oh, is it going to be worth the price? Maybe it's not worth it for you. Maybe it's not worth it for you. But for somebody like me and Sal, who's about our business, who's about
saving time.
Yes. You know what I mean? Who's about being efficient. Like you're telling me I don't gotta plug in something else in the studio when I'm working on a vehicle. You're telling me I could be on site with the car, already have the pad on inside of the bag and just whip that bad boy out and knock a one step out with one battery.
Shut the generator off,
yeah.
Save some gas.
Save some, yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of advantages there already that I'm seeing. So, and from the reviews that I've heard from the guys, I probably got about 15 messages this past week, people that were at SEMA like, yo man, are you here? Hey man, you gotta check that, you gotta check out this Rupes, you gotta check this out, this and that. I get it. And a lot of those guys really never had their hands on a forced rotation, but they're like, it doesn't stop. I'm like, it stops, but it just doesn't stop like a forced rotation. But anything is better. You know what I mean? Like I'm excited. It looks good. It looks smooth. It looks lightweight. It looks ergonomic. I'm down for it. We already got 2 on pre-order, so that's a wrap. And if you guys are picking it up, make sure to try to get it from a local shop, guys. If you have one around you, support those guys. The distributors support us. Our suppliers support us. Support them, guys. Like I know you guys like all these deals and discounts and all this stuff on Amazon, but you got to take care of the brick and mortar guys that are really doing it in your market. Hold them down. Take care of them. We're not going to buy we're probably going to head over to Steven at PNS, show him some love, go drop about 2 G's on that day. And we're going to make his day. We'll make his sales goal day. You know what I mean? Because trust me, it always feels good when you got them big days, right?
Yes.
So you got to keep it moving. You got to keep it going. So yeah, go take care of those guys.
So if you guys went to SEMA and you guys tried the new Rupes polishing system, let us know what your thoughts were, the pros and cons.
And on the topic of those cheap guys that are complaining about the price tag of the Rupes, yes, it's going to be expensive, but I think that price tag is going to pay for itself, you know, in tenfold. It'll probably pay for itself in the first month. You'll probably be done with that. I know we will. because we do a lot of one steps, and one steps with the battery, that's the way to go. Like, if it's saving me 10 minutes on each detail or 20 minutes on each detail.
Just in the estimates alone that we test spots that we were able to book an appointment just from that, pulling that thing out so fast.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the cheap detailers are always the first ones to complain, just like the cheap clients. But what's funny is all of the cheap detailers complain about their cheap clients. And what's one thing that we always teach in the school and training?
Your clients are a direct reflection of you and your business.
That's it. That's it. Hands down. So all of you guys complaining on Instagram about your clients are too cheap, this and that, blah, 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 blah. It's not the clients. It's you. Sorry if I'm the one to break it to you. You could be mad at me. You could leave all the nasty comments in here all you want. I don't care. Canceled already. But just know those are a direct reflection of you. Our clients, I don't have a problem with any one of them. I'll tell you how much we love our clients. We give gifts to our clients. That's how much we appreciate our clients, and that's how much our clients mean to us. So we will never dog a client out. We lost how many clients this past week? In the past 3 weeks, how many maintenance clients did we lose? We lost 3. We lost 3 maintenance clients in the past week. And they were all nice cars, all well maintained, but we have no problem with it. One of them was right up the street. You know what I mean? We would go do his cars every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Washes and then knock a couple insides out. But no, you know what I mean? No sweat off of us. Like we're cool. We keep it moving. We picked up another one. Another client is now going every week. And then another client is going every 2 weeks. Both of those were monthly. So that's almost already offset.
In the same city.
In the same city. So it actually made it better for us because one of the other ones was 2 towns away, and that was kind of a pain. So it was still money, but it's like, you know what I mean? Now it's kind of like, okay, well, we traded that for this. So it's a savings and more community involvement, more exposure, and more sleep. So there's no, you know what I mean? Business is always going to be like this, guys. It's unpredictable. You got to go with the flow. You got to adjust, just like during COVID. A lot of people were hurt, right? A lot of people, they weren't creative, they didn't adjust, and they didn't succeed, and they didn't last. So you're going to go through this throughout your entire career, so get used to it. If you can't, we already see what's happening with a lot of these detailers. I know a lot of detailers selling a lot of vans. I know a lot of shops closing, and I know a lot of detailers that are saying, I can't book anything this week or this month, period. You know, guys that were usually booked out months and months. So, you know what I mean? There's certain things that you got to do in business to keep your reputation up and to get the right clientele. It's not about getting clientele. It's about getting the right clientele. So to wrap this one up, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap and expect quality clientele, period. Don't be cheap and expect quality from cheap tools, period. Don't be cheap and expect durability and longevity out of cheap stuff. And stop with the DIY stuff because you're too cheap to buy something that's already factory made. Just buy something that's good quality so you're not spending your time and money and efforts going back and forth exchanging stuff. You know, for instance, the Harbor Freight generator. I see all these guys. Leave in the comments below how many times you have taken back your Harbor Freight generator, if you have one, please, because I know people that have done it like 5 times.
And they get the same generator for the 6th time.
And then they flex, oh, new generator. I'm like, that's the same cheap generator that you had already. It's just not broken anymore. Before moving on, I want to thank everybody for their support on the channel. It means the world to us. We're really happy that we started this podcast. We got some good guests coming in, lined up for you guys. And if you want to support the channel further, go ahead and click the link in the description below. We got some of our fly merch out there for you guys. We got mugs, we got shirts, we got long sleeve, short sleeve, the freshest apparel in detailing. So go pick some up, support the channel. It goes directly to the channel, supports us, helps us grow, helps us get this content out there for you guys, helps us help you guys. And hopefully we're entertaining you and we can keep doing this. But we want to give a special shout out to a few of the detailers out there that have been sending us some love, some videos that we've been asking you guys to send because we love them. We've got AKS Detailing out there, showing people about the Kirk Franklins, letting them know how it's done.
We talk about the Jiffy Lube.
Oh, the mats, yeah. So he's keeping his game tight, stepping up his game. You know what I mean? Leveling up. Thank you. We got Pena's Auto Detailing out here as well, local to us, sending us all of the love, sending us some of these wild, ridiculous videos. We'll get some of your guys' videos on, guys. We just got so much content that we're getting bombarded with, and we also have our own content that we're out here finding.
Keep sending them.
But keep sending them, keep commenting them, because we love it, guys. It makes our day. But we got to give a special shout out right now to my man Serrano. You guys know Serrano Mobile Detailing out there. Big Los out in Texas. Check out what Serrano got over here. He sent me this other day.
Oh, shit. What do you do, bro? Nothing? Huh? Just hanging around.
So we threw in that Beetlejuice at the end, but Carlos is just, he's just having a little fun with how we were talking about the shower caps on the steering wheels and the shifter knobs and the Jiffy Lube floor mats. Because it's something he does in his business. Like we always say, guys, if it's working in your business, keep doing it. If it's generating the clientele you like, keep doing it. If it's working for you, stick with it. You know, but at least you're paying attention to it and you're seeing that it's working for you. Do it. We want you guys to do well. The thing I love about Carlos is that he's able to laugh at it, and he understands a lot of the guys take a lot of this personal. Maybe you should at some point take it personal, you know, if there's something you're missing out on, or, you know, it can give you some self-reflection to kind of make improvements on your business, or at least try things in your business that you haven't before. Because I know that we do that. You know, we may see somebody in another business, it may not even be in the same line, and we may switch things up or kind of pivot to accommodate and do certain things.
We're out here trying to give people a different perspective, something that they wouldn't have thought about otherwise. That's all.
Yeah, and we can't tell you how many times we do phone consultations or in our classes where people are like, I never thought about that. I never thought about it. I never thought about it. It may not be successful for everybody. Some people may be trying to go out a little too far and do things. Like we've seen guys kind of get a little crazy with stuff, and it's kind of like, that may not work too much. That may be a little too aggressive. For instance, the business card thing.
Give me your phone. I'll put your phone.
Yeah, that's an extreme. So, but we do want you guys to get the right information. You know, what's going on out there. We don't want you guys picking up bad information, because this bad information, guys, I'm going to tell you how important it is and why we take it to the heart so much, because bad information can and will kill your business. It will kill your business. And I'm not thinking about your business when I think about an individual. I'm thinking about your family. I'm thinking about, okay, you're the sole provider in your household, detailing while the wife is at home with the kids. And if you make a bad decision or you take a bad training and you're listening to bad information and it's hurting your reputation, you're putting mistrust out there in the community and within your clientele, things can fall off really. It's a domino effect. Things can fall off real fast and you could go under really quickly, you know, based off of bad Google reviews, based off of a lot of different things mixed
business
up.
Cards, not lack of.
Yes. So a lot of these things can really hurt your business and hurt your family. So you guys should take them serious. So let us know your opinions on things that you've done or things that hurt your business that you'll never do again, because I think we could all learn from this. But for the most part, I love how Carlos can kind of understand, like, okay, Details doesn't do business the way I do, but that's okay, because it is okay. We don't do business like a lot of other people, and that's okay. And we get on our comments all the time. Don't listen to these guys. These guys don't know anything. I can't believe them. Oh my goodness, that's the most horrible information that I've ever gotten, or the worst advice. Whatever, who cares?
We're already canceled.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you don't have to take it. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to tune in. You don't have to watch. You don't have to follow. You don't have to do any of that stuff. This is all voluntary, guys. And we're not on here to make fun of people's videos. They're entertaining. Yes, they are, but do they have humor behind it? Yes. You know, and you put some of our commentary behind it and our view of business, we're not doing anything to be hurtful or spiteful or to target anybody. We're just giving you straight, objective feedback on what we're seeing out there. That's it. We want everybody to do well. So thank you, Carlos, for having a sense of humor and understanding that we're not targeting anybody and that, he's not going to stop doing what he does in his business. Like he shouldn't. He's doing well. If it's working for him, keep doing it, and I encourage the rest of you to as well. We're going to keep doing what we do, but keep your eyes open and be aware of what's going on and switch up as needed.
All right, guys, so that's it with episode number 3 already canceled. We got another thing for you. Pops is coming back.
Oh, yes.
He's been out for a while, but he want to let you guys know. Don't forget about him. I'm sure you guys didn't. He's coming back. So stay tuned.
Popular demand.
Stay tuned. This is Sal and Joel with details. We're out of here.